Good evening. Can't believe the time already today, it's gone so quickly. So just a little update, but I thought I would go live instead of doing a video or doing a little video clip, it's in my stories. So I have, how many days now? So I've finished my juice and detox. There's a couple of things I'm going to go over. I'm going to share with you what this week has been like. Getting off the juice detox, and then also a couple of Instagram tips which I have found that have really worked for me this week. So pop a 1 below if you're watching live, pop a 2 below if you're watching on a replay. So as a lot of you know, if you've been following my journey, I did a 28-day juice detox, finishing on Sunday last week. So that was my last day, and then on Monday I started to reintroduce food. It sounds like I'm weaning myself like a baby, but yeah, so it was good actually. I was so looking forward to having something to eat because I just missed food, and I just started really simply. I wanted to make sure that all the work I'd put in over the last 28 days doing that juice detox didn't go to waste, because I did so well. I managed to kick, my sugar cravings. I got off all caffeine. I literally completely detoxed my diet by doing that 28-day juice detox, and I do not want to ruin that. I also lost 18 pounds in weight. I did my inches actually, which I haven't shared online yet, but I sort of took them at the end of the detox. And then I just didn't do anything with them. I didn't work them out. And then I was chatting to someone yesterday and she's like, well, how many inches did you lose? And I checked, and I honestly was shocked. I lost 5 inches off my waist, which is just crazy. Now, I am far from where I want to be. I had put so much weight on over the last couple of years, really let myself go. Self-care is so important, and I just was not putting myself first at all. I actually got to the point where I was really quite depressed, and then it was a bit of a vicious cycle because I'd end up eating more to compensate for the fact that I was miserable, and then I'd be miserable because I'd put more weight on, and then so I'd eat more. So it was a really vicious cycle, and I just got to the point where in January I was like, I have to do something. I have to do something about this. I cannot carry on doing what I'm doing because it's only getting worse. It's not getting any better. So I did start to do something about it last year, and I lost 1.5 stone last year, and I managed to keep off a stone, and I changed some of my habits, but it wasn't enough. It was a good start, but it just wasn't enough. And I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to do this detox because it's March. We had 3 things on. So we had a night out with friends, and we had a family roast for my nan and granddad's 65th wedding anniversary, and we also have Mother's Day. So those 3 things were all we had going on in March, and I knew that April and May were going to be really mega busy. So I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to do it. There is always going to be something when you're trying to lose weight, make some healthier changes, or do any sort of detox like that. So I thought, I'm just going to go for it. And actually all those 3 days that I went to those events, and I just carried on with my juice, so I was really proud of myself for sticking to that. So that's the first thing. Completely lost my train of thought now. Where was I going with that? So yeah, so there's always going to be something, so I thought I'd just start that in March, and then with a view to then, although I did do it for a boost of weight loss, I also did it because I wanted to just get rid of some health, get rid of my bad habits. And I'm very much all or nothing, so I find it very difficult to have a little bit of something without going overboard. Don't know why, it's just the way I am. So I thought, you know, I'm just going to go cold turkey. And actually the first day was okay. The second day was horrendous. The second day was just awful. I had my head felt heavy, I had a headache, my eyes hurt, I was tired. I'm not selling it to you, I know, but I just felt awful. And that is always my worst day whenever I do anything like that. So I've done the 28 days once before, and this was the second time around. The last time I did it was about 3 years ago. So I got through the second day, and I don't know if you might have been following me on my Insta story. I did a little 2-minute video every day because I thought that's going to hold me accountable. I said I was going to do this, and I said I was going to go live every day, and I did do that I actually did it for a bit longer than that, to be honest. But it made me accountable to you guys, so that I wasn't going to let myself down, but also wasn't going to let other people down, because I thought if I can't stick to that, then I've got problems in my life. So I stuck to it, and although I did it for the weight loss as well as the healthier habits, I know that a quick fix isn't always good. So I've said to myself, right, when I came off it Monday, I was like, okay, I'm going to start eating again. I've seen people do 150 day juice to get to where they want to be, but that wasn't what I wanted to do, just because we've got 3 holidays coming up in the next couple of months, and I knew that wasn't going to be possible, and then I just feel like I failed. So I was like, right, okay, I am going to do the 28 days, and then I'm going to start reintroducing food, but I'm going to be sensible, and I'm going to start introducing exercise. And if I can lose £1 a week from now on for the rest of the year, then by the end of the year I will be where I want to be, and that is my only goal. Obviously I'd like to lose it quicker, however I really want it to be a sustainable lifestyle change. I know there's going to be times where I allow myself to have little bits and pieces, but I really wanted to make it long term. Whenever I've done anything before, it's always been a quick fix, and eventually it goes back on. So that was really important for me. So the 2 things that I've really kept up has been my lemon water. That has been something that I've done every morning. So this is really good for detoxing. So you can add it into your morning routine, whether you're trying to lose weight or not, but it will aid, possibly, I'm not going to make any claims, possibly aid your weight loss. It's going to clear out your system, and it's also it's really known for really good health benefits. So basically I use a mason jar. This is what I use, a litre mason jar, which I think I just got off Amazon. I fill it up at night, and I squeeze some lemon into it, and then I put a couple of slices. I leave it overnight, and then the idea is that the next morning you drink it on an empty stomach before you eat or drink anything else. You drink that, and then the aim is eventually, which is quite tough to start with, drink it within 2 minutes. And that is going to flush out your system. If you can't drink it within 2 minutes, it can take a bit of time to build up, but that is going to flush out your system. And then wait an hour before you eat or drink anything else, and you will find very quickly that within a few days of doing it, you will find that maybe you've cut out, for me, when I started doing it, it's probably about 3 years ago, that actually I'd managed, the days that I did it, I'd cut out 2 or 3 cups of tea first thing in the morning, because actually your cravings like that are generally you're thirsty. So, and a lot of the problems within the body come from dehydration. So by doing this, I was finding that I didn't need that, morning kick in the morning. So I managed to cut out 2 or 3 teas really early on in the day, where I was having milk and 2 sugars sometimes in it, 1 to 2 sugars. So just by introducing that really simple habit, I'd cut out 2 to 3 cups of tea with milk and sugar and caffeine in. So that's massive, little steps like that. So that I've definitely stuck to. The other thing that I've stuck to, so what I've done over the last week, I actually thought I had in my head, right, I didn't want to be disappointed. I'm not going to go into weighing myself every day or every week, but I just wanted to see what happened this week. So I took my weight on Monday the day after I finished the detox, and I did it again today, bearing in mind it's shark time. And so I always feel a little bit more bloated around that time. And also I've reintroduced food. So I was expecting, I had in my head, you know what, I'm probably going to put on 4 or 5 pounds, and I was really pleased to see that I'd put £1 on this week. And I was really pleased with that. I thought, because I've started reintroducing food. Normally if you don't eat and then you eat, it just goes back on. So I was really pleased with that. So the transition that I've made from Monday or all week this week, what I've done is, a lot of people, the idea is that you start by reintroducing raw food. Whereas I really struggle with that. I really struggle. can't stand salad. Like ideally that would be what you reintroduced. I don't eat vegetables, so I am really making an effort to put some of those on my plate. And this was like a massive thing for me on Monday. And it might sound really stupid, but for someone with a real serious vegetable and salad phobia, I had a really small portion of dinner. So the first day I had my juice for breakfast, which I've been doing every day. And then I've also been having a juice around 4 o'clock, which is when I would get most peckish and normally start to pick. So I've been sticking to my 10 o'clock and my 4 o'clock juice without a doubt every single day. And then what I've done is I've switched out my lunch and I've made some really healthy homemade soups to keep in the fridge. And I've been switching out my juice for lunch for the soup. So that's like pretty much the only way that I can eat vegetables most of the time, is by making it into soup. And then the last couple of days I've actually had a couple of Ryvita with that as well, just for something to, just because I want to eat something. And then I've had a really small sensible meal in the evening, and I've done that all week. And I've really enjoyed it. I actually, on Monday with my first dinner, I put 3 carrots on my plate. That is a big deal for me, guys. Big deal. Yeah, so I've kept the portion sizes really small as well. So I made some fish cakes on Wednesday or Thursday. Normally I would have made 2 fish cakes like that, but actually I made 2 really small fish cakes, so the equivalent of 1 basically. Little things like that. And then just not having tons of cheese like on my jacket. Like last night I had a jacket potato. I wanted something warm, but I had a piece of salmon with it and I had a sprinkle of cheese, rather than just, normally I'd grate a tub and just put that on. It's no wonder my eating habits are bad, is it? So just a little update really on what I've been up to since I stopped juicing. And I'm really looking for, I've also done a body pump class this week and yoga. It's going to be a bit more tricky. The kids are off next week, but actually I think, do you know what, because I'm in the routine now, I'm just going to keep going, because I've gotten rid of those, like apparently takes 21 days to break a habit. So I think that I'm really on track now, that it's going to be a lot harder to break. And I'm sort of really in the zone. So my goal is to lose another 2.5 stone, 2 to 2.5 stone, by the end of the year. So that is my goal weight. So we will see. And I know if I see it as a longer term game, then I can do it. And just be consistent with, you know, sensible eating with the odd treat now and again. I'm going to have a glass of wine tomorrow night. But I'm going to stick to Saturdays, whereas like December, we were having a glass of wine like midweek, and like it was all over the place in December. So it's little things like that. I'm just going to say, okay, I am going to allow myself the odd treat, but I'm just going to stick to this day, and I'm only going to have half of what I normally would have had. Because I think the trouble is if you starve yourself of things you love, then you feel miserable and you don't want to do it. So make sure you enjoy a little bit of something you enjoy, because that's really good for you. I'm going to do a separate video with the Instagram tips actually, because I've gone on for ages. But what I will say to you is, if you're building any influencer following or anything online, and you aren't using Instagram TV, then you should be. And just to give you a little bit of an idea of what I was talking about, I uploaded a couple of videos to my Instagram TV about 2 months ago. And then I uploaded one yesterday, and those videos I uploaded about 2 months ago, they have about 20 views on them. The one I uploaded yesterday, I actually uploaded in my feed on Instagram as well. There's like an automatic setting, and I've got over 600 views on that in less than 24 hours. So if you are not on Instagram TV, then get on there, start adding value to people and doing little videos and sharing it with them. And then make sure it uploads to your feed as well. That's it from me. Have a good weekend, everyone. I'll see you soon.